Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about Ted Lasso Season 2, Episode 2. So I thought this one was really good, right off the bat, I'm going to give this one a B. Episode 1, I'm not expecting to give it a C+, but it was honestly more just setting up the rest of the season, which I feel like Ted Lasso premieres kind of do. Like, the premieres aren't exactly super strong, they'll just kind of, setting things up while the rest of the season follows. So yeah, Episode 2 is where things start get going. So the main conflict of this episode is whether or not this egotistical hotshot is going to go to the Greyhounds, is it going to go to West Ham, or is it going to go to Chelsea? Rebecca, she wants him to go to the Greyhounds. It's fine going on with him going to Chelsea. Doesn't want him to go to West Ham because that's the team Rupert owns. Um, so eventually, he does choose uh, the Greyhounds, because Rebecca kind of walks in on him while he's peeing, and he sees like, you know what? Don't be a pussy. You join us because we're more of a challenge, aren't we? Eh? And that works, which is actually pretty smart of her, Um, I feel like RuPaul tried to win him over with like all like friendliness, stroking his ego, while Rebecca's tactic was a lot more, interesting. She was like trying to like, oh, you think you're great? Show us, show us what you do with not the best team ever. But yeah, I've said this before. Ted Lasso is one of those great shows that kind of transcends its genre. It's like it's a sitcom. It's also a sports drama. Also just a regular human drama. Um, and it's funny because like most of the episodes don't even have any football matches, but you still feel the stakes, for the characters. All the characters are flawed, but not like too flawed to the point where you hate them. Like they're all good people, and you want them to become better people, which is great writing, great way to root for your characters. And I like when like things do go their way. It's not for some contrived reason, It's through like them being smart, working as a team or being clever, or like a combination of the three. Like when Jamie was said his idea and then the others kind of bounced off him. That was a cool scene. I like that. I also liked how Roy Kent, for being a strong, tough man he is, kind of shows that he is not immune to feeling bad about himself due to criticism, which is what he was why he was being mean to Trent Krim, the Independent, well, formerly the Independent. Um, he wrote a bad review of him, like a snarky review of him when he was starting out in professionals. So I thought that was kind of a nice moment where they kind of talk through that and talk like, oh, we both thought each other sucked in the past. I don't know. It was kind of a cool scene. Adds layers to Roy Kent, who's a character that already has a lot of layers. I thought it was funny how much everybody cared that he and Keeley broke up. I just think that's kind of funny. Like that kind of shows the sitcom aspects. Like in real life, nobody would really give a fuck. But they all care so much. Beard was like screaming. It was funny. So yeah, another great episode. I feel like the show is like highly loved, like highly respected, but also a little bit underrated because well, first of all, it's on Apple TV, and that's a streaming service that barely anybody has. But like the critics love it, you know. So it's kind of this, you know, not widely known, but known by people who are like big TV fans, if that makes sense. Critical darling, if you must. And, for once I actually agree with critics. The show is awesome, and I can't wait to see what happens next. Let me know down in the comments what you thought of this episode. And thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, peace.